The most challenging part of my journey as a content creator, taking my business from $0 per month to now bringing in over $50,000 per month, was the first $10,000. And I'm not talking about per month or per week, just total. The first $10,000 and getting that was the most difficult part of my journey. And yeah, sure, making your first dollar online is a really significant milestone to hit that we all have to surpass. But in my opinion, $10,000 is the first tangible proof that you can really make any amount of money that you want. And in today's video, I'm gonna help you get to that milestone. I started on this journey a little over 6 years ago now. And for most of those 6 years, I scraped by with a combination of freelance income, occasional sponsors on Instagram, and a bunch of my own failed products. I struggled for a long time to actually make this work. I couldn't for the life of me understand how there were creators out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year whilst I struggled to sell even a single product. So I know exactly how most of you feel. But then a little over a year ago, things finally started to click for me with everything I'm going to talk about today. And my business is now bringing in between 30 and 50K per month consistently, purely from my own products. That number doesn't include brand deals, affiliates, AdSense, or any other source of revenue stream. I don't do any freelance work anymore. That's it. It's just from my own products. So with that out of the way, let's make you your first $10,000. Part 1. Start with something small to build your customer base. In the beginning, your aim is simple. Get people to transfer money from their bank account into your bank account in exchange for value. That is the fundamental principle of business. Don't overcomplicate it. And to do this, or at least to begin doing this, you need to create an impulse product. An impulse product is just anything under $50 that someone can buy immediately after discovering you for the first time. I strongly recommend this to all of you because in the beginning, customers are way more valuable to you than dollars. This approach isn't designed to make you millions, not yet at least. It's designed to accumulate a group of customers who have experienced the value that you provide and are likely to buy from you again in the future. Now, some of you might be thinking right now, shouldn't I just come out with a free product if the goal is customers and not dollars? And although I do recommend that eventually, in the beginning I say no. Because getting people to enter their credit card information, even if it's just for $1, is so much more difficult than getting people to forfeit an email address for a free product. An email list of 100 past customers is infinitely more valuable to you than an email list of 1,000 people who gave you their email for a freebie. My email list is just over 8,000 people, but over 5,000 of those are past customers. What do you think the dollar value of 5,000 past customers who have all entered their credit card information and purchased something from me? Do you reckon it's 100,000, a million? Short answer, it's a lot of fucking money. And you can build that too with great impulse products. But before you dive in and put out something shit because it's only worth $5, let me emphasize this point. These products need to be extremely valuable because a dissatisfied customer who is unhappy with what they bought from you is like kryptonite for your business. Your goal with these products in the beginning is to create an army of people who absolutely fucking love what you sell and will scream your name from the rooftops. And you do that by providing an unbelievable amount of value for a ridiculous price. You basically want people to think, how the fuck did I get this so cheap? But now you're probably thinking, that's great, Tom, but what do I sell? Sell your sawdust. Your sawdust is the byproduct of your everyday work that other people would see as valuable. For example, I make videos every single day and I use LUTs to make them look consistent across the board. That is valuable sawdust. I've made a few motion graphics templates so that I never have to open After Effects again. That is valuable sawdust. The content planner that I use to capture, curate, and validate my ideas for this channel and my Instagram, that is valuable sawdust. What are the things and systems that you use every single day that may help others improve their own processes? And if you're still stuck at what to sell, go and analyze everyone else in your space, see what they're successfully selling and create your own version of those. Part 2, niche and price. Now, if you just do the first part, you can easily get to your first $10,000. One of my students sells nothing but a $29 product, and just in May alone, he made over $7,000. So you can absolutely make money. Don't be in such a rush to sell expensive shit. But when you are ready, a high ticket offer is where the real money is, and this is how you get there. The more niche down your product is, the more you can charge for it. For example, Digital Autonomy, my workbook that teaches basically all the same thing I'm teaching here, is completely free. It's a mile-wide, bird's-eye view perspective on how to build your personal brand and income online, and it covers everything. No niche and no help, equals $0. Time to build though is $899. It's a live cohort-based course run personally by me alongside guest lessons from other successful solopreneurs that teaches creatives how to build their personal brand and create a successful online business for themselves by selling their own products. It is hyper niched with a ton of personal support as well as an online community of hundreds of past students, and so demands a higher price tag. Both teach the same principles, but the implementation is completely different. The difference between a $10 product and a $1,000 product is the person buying it, not the product. The product remains the same, the implementation is where the price is. So if you've already done step one and you've got a $30 product, here's an exercise you can do to get your brain working on this. What would you need to do to multiply that product's price by 5 times, 10 times, and 100 times? So if you currently sell a $30 Notion template, what would you need to do to sell it for $150, $300, and $3,000? Part 3, the proof and price loop. Give it away cheap until you've got the proof to sell it for more. I got this one from Jack Butcher, so full credit to him. The goal is to get proof, get paid, get more proof, and then get paid more. In the beginning, you're just not gonna be able to demand a high price for your courses, cohorts, products, or anything else that you sell. So to get to the point where you can charge that high price, start at a lower price and build proof that your offer is valuable. Proof just comes in the form of testimonials and student success stories. With each implementation of your offer and with the more proof that you can build your prices over time. The first time to build workshop was $59. The next cohort is going to be $899. I had to start at $59 for an hour workshop on Zoom to prove that the offer was valuable enough to charge $899 for a live cohort-based course and community. So don't feel like you need to come out of the gate with the best of the best. Start with something manageable and build over time. And the best part about this is you can reward your early customers. If someone gets in on the ground floor, make sure you give them the opportunity to continually get in on the higher and higher product as it improves for a cheaper and cheaper price, and they'll be fucking stoked they bet on you. You'll end up with a product that is extraordinarily valuable because you'll have taken all the feedback, proof, student success stories, and testimonials and made something truly great. Here's why this whole system works perfectly together and how I'm gonna convince you to start using it in your own business. I have real customer journeys that started with a $35 product. They purchased my Cinema LUTs, and then because they liked that product so much and began to trust me as a business owner, they purchased the first workshop of Time to Build for $59. And then once again, after being provided with more value than they thought they paid for, they enrolled in the premium offer of my previous cohort, which at the time was $899. That right there is $993 worth of value from a $35 product. Stop focusing on how much money you're gonna be pocketing for the price that you're charging for your products and start focusing on making your customers so fucking stoked with the experience they got from your products that they cannot help but buy from you again. And I promise your business will grow without even having to try and market it. Alright, if you found this valuable, let me sell you for a second on something that I know you'll find extremely valuable. My cohort-based course that I talked about in this video, Time to Build, is opening once again for enrollments in September. But spots, as always, to keep it intimate, are capped. And there's already over 600 people on the waitlist. So if you're interested in enrolling and you don't want to miss out, I would highly suggest you join that waitlist, which you can do via the top line of the description down below. I hope you found this video valuable, and I'll see you again in the next one.